is not an interest group, right? So until you are organized to say this is the interest we are pursuing, you are actually not an interest group. You are black because your skin is black, right? Until you find a common cause that you pursue and you say this is how far we are willing to pursue it, you are just a member of that tribe. Interest groups is this is our interest and we are pursuing them, right? The other thing I wanted to just add is that for stability, it is important that citizens continue to be fragmented, because any big block of citizens actually may change the order of things in society, right? So there is also a lot of deliberate plan and intention to fragment, to divide. And of course, what was captured as the biggest risk group in South Africa when the British were in power and then later the National Party is blacks as a group presents the biggest risk to the order of things.
They're too big.
They are too big. And this is why you need to be proud you are Zulu, because then you're going to judge me because I'm Pedi or whatever, or Tswana and all of that.
Break up the tribes, create Bantustans.
Absolutely. You get caught in that dynamic and that gives you a good reason to not cooperate with me. For the sake of stability, largely to serve the business elite. Now, the business elite sometimes have got this paradox they have to deal with. The first one is, yes, chaos means you can get labor cheaper.
Correct.
But at the same time, the citizens are the ones that buy from you. So if you destroy that enough, you are not going to have the buyers of your goods and services. Correct. I think one of the things that's going to happen as South Africa gets worse is that you're going to see the breakup of the business elite, because those who actually do mining and gas and all of that, they will not care that there are no buyers. There are not people with money, because they don't have to sell in South Africa.
Sure.
They can produce here or extract stuff here cheaper.
Using illegal, undocumented foreigners.
But they can sell them elsewhere.
Yeah, they have no vested interest in empowering South Africans.
The problem is going to be the businesses that depends on the buyers paying South Africa.
Right. DSTV,
Shoprite, DSTV, banks, and all of that.
They need South Africans to have money.
So what you're going to start to see is that as chaos starts to grow and erupt, you're going to see the breakup of the different business interest groups. So I don't want to create the impression that is also like one big solid thing. But in the meantime, business is taking over more and more of government. So that the president has formed a group of people that are solving Transnet issues, ESCOM issues, and all of that.
Correct.
Those people were not voted in by anyone.
Not at all. He's working committees.
We watched this thing, and that's why I'm talking about the sheep of Theseus. Like, this is what happened. This is how power is taken over by the people who are not voted in.
You're raising a huge red flag, eh?
Yeah, they initially come as we are helping you.
You're raising a huge red flag, because they speak about it, but we don't discuss it.
We don't discuss it.
Government needs to work hand in hand with private business. And then the president will have a working committee with your Adrian Gores, Martin Kingstons, and you're like, but this is not government.
No.
Why are these guys coming to tell the president what to do when they were not voted in?
Yeah.
They're not part of a political party. They're not.
If you want to control what happens in South Africa, by constitution, you must contest elections.
I wanted to say, Tebza, just quickly before Uyan explains their experience in elections. Your concern about citizens, Uyan unfortunately broke it into its own interest group.
Yes.
Those guys are meant to be, to the rest of us, managed by the governing elite.
You mean the citizens?
The citizens. That's where you have a frustration, because you're saying they're not organized. Someone would be like, no, but the governing elite is who takes care of their issues.
Yeah. That's why they.
So if you're the poor or the whatever, it's like, no, but they are political parties.
Or to take care of our interests.
As ordinary citizens. So that's where we lose it, where Uyan is highlighting that citizens are an interest group. when we speak about the governing elite, to us ordinary people like, oh, but I voted for Umkhonto or I voted for the EFF. He's saying no, but those guys, to be honest, arguably, are more serving the business elite agenda more than our agendas as the citizens, and that's where it gets lost. So you might be like, but we're not organized. So, but you vote political parties. What more do you want?